All right, let's rock and roll, shall we? Trevor's got important things to do after this.
Yeah, pick up kids. I used to be a rock star, CS.
You are still a rock star. You are still a rock star. Trevor Gumbi, thanks for joining us on the show. Before we get into it, just to say thank you for everyone who's liked and subscribed on YouTube and also listened on iTunes. I know that you have incredibly impeccable taste in podcasts. Thank you very much. And that you are so intelligent, and for choosing us, we're very grateful. So thank you very much for that. But Trevor Gumbi, the rock star, we actually go way back.
Way back.
There's been a bit of a gap in between because you've become a rock star and I've just been a sports guy.
Exactly.
Throughout my career.
Just a sports guy?
But for people that don't know, and I mean, shout out to Spare.
Ah.
I mean, I love going through Google, and I was trying to do some research, and it's like, is Spare and Trevor Gumbi related? Because they're always together.
Funny thing is, okay, so for those that don't know, CS, Spare, and I, we all went to the same high school together. Yeah. And the thing about Spare and I, we are stepbrothers. My dad married his mom.
Yeah, so then it is true. So some things on the internet are true.
Some.
Not everything.
Some.
But he's done amazing things. And are you guys still close? I mean, are you still hanging out quite a bit? I know you in the last sort of few months have taken a slightly different path with your life.
Yeah.
And respect and hats off for that.
Yeah, no, thank you. Yeah, we are still very close. We talk every day. He lives 1.37 kilometers away from our house.
That's very close.
Yeah, there's a police station between us, so that's always best.
No, it's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
But he's done incredible things. You've done amazing things. I mean,
congratulations on this, the CS Duplessis show. This is amazing.
Thanks, man.
Hey?
We've really worked hard.
Look at us under this light.
Absolutely.
Hey?
Shining bright.
Wow.
You know,
and don't talk down to your sports guy thing, because I happen to know your paycheck at Supersport. My wife is the HR there. So.
Oh, wow. Okay,
I have a look every now and then.
All
And
right.
well, it's your son this month. Okay. I'll call him up.
Look, how is your wife doing? I believe she had a little accident. She went to hospital.
Fafo. Do you know Fafo? Fafo. Fuck around and find out. That's what happened.
Fafo. Okay, I'm gonna use it. I like that.
Hashtag Fafo. Fuck around and find out. No, she's on the mend. She's on the mend now. She broke her 2 fingers. Shattered the bones in 2 fingers, moving a water feature at home. So no matter what tax bracket you are in, black people and water features don't go.
How are the fingers, though? Did they survive the incident?
They're still to be tested out. She's done no house chores.
But that's
since.
understandable. That's totally
Why?
understandable.
Why?
Because it's a debilitating injury.
No,
Just ask any sportsman. It's a broken finger out of the World Cup.
I broke 2 No, I didn't. I was about to lie so bad.
Have you broken a bone in your body before?
I broke a knee playing basketball.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But that's why your promising career came to an end.
Promising. So at Glenwood, I was captain of the 2nd team basketball.
Mad respect.
Right?
Yep.
But I was good enough for the 1st team, but I couldn't get into the 1st team because of my behavior. We didn't have demerits back then, but for some reason the school thought I was a bad apple.
I think you were misinterpreted.
Yeah.
Back there.
Yeah.
Was it Mr. Jordan or who was it?
So Mr. Jordan.
Mr. Jordan's been there. Shout out.
Man,
He's been there since.
Is he still there?
He's still. I think he's custodian of records or
No
something.
way.
And Mr. Monroe and Hutchison.
Oh, wow.
The whole gang are still there. Mad respect. Glenn was doing some amazing.
Yeah. The only person to ever cane me became principal and then stole money. What was his name?
Yes.
Kershaw. Yeah.
Yeah, because we were there when you still. And we're giving away our ages.
Yeah, I know.
Late 30s, by the way.
Early 40s. Don't lie to the people, CS.
Because when we were there, caning, corporal punishment was still a thing.
It was still a thing. And just before that, they had gotten rid of conscription.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in KZN, not many people before us got into conscription.
No.
Was it a Transvaal thing?
It must have been.
Must have, eh?
Yeah.
Us banana boys
Listen, I
never
still
were in
think
the
conscription for some people is a good thing. Because there's a lot of us that were like out of school and we're like, oh, what are we going to do with our lives?
Exactly.
But anyway, that's...
I don't think it's for the betterment of the country. Who's going to attack us and for what?
Listen, Eswatini have got... No, they don't. Sorry, they don't.
They've got what? Weed?
I don't... Yeah, they got
Yeah.
mountain goats or whatever. No, anyway. But you're... at school, did you know that you were destined for comedy? Or because... For me, I had no idea where I was going to... I always wanted to be a professional sportsman and never worked out. But for you, was comedy and acting something that you wanted to pursue?
You were good at sport, though.
I was lucky.
Yeah. You hit your growth spurts earlier than most.
Ginger. I think it's the...
Is it that?
Maybe.
Is there a gene? No, honestly, I don't know.
I had calves. I remember having calves.
Yeah.
And being able to bowl quite fast.
Not Mr. Koch type of calves.
No, that was next level. Mr. Koch's calves are probably... And that's one calf.
Yeah.
About that wide, 30
Size of my
centimeters.
head.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I don't...
teacher.
Yeah. And what was his lady friend's name? She also had massive calves.
Goodness me, now you are reminding me. Because we've got an anniversary. Isn't it like a reunion soon?
Oh, I'm not allowed within 500 meters of the school.
It's still a restraining order.
Kidding. You got to say it convincingly,
Sure,
then
yeah,
people
no.
believe you. No, I don't think I knew what I was destined to do. I think I was just floating around in high school. What I did try was music. Spear and I had a band. We called ourselves 031.
Pretty original.
Yeah, dialing code, oh, Durban. So that we had a couple of big shows in nightclubs, on the beach. Constant 500.
Yeah.
We performed on that stage.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So what sort of music did you guys...
We called it Kwai rap. So it was a mixture of Kwaito and rap.
Okay.
Henceforth, Kwai rap was born.
You guys are pioneers.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm putting it here. Etched in history. Pioneers. Spear and Trevor.
Right.
Kwai rap.
Yeah. All I got from that was a drinking habit and tardiness. That's all I ever got from my failed music career. And Spear, you guys were in the A class most of the time. He is a chartered accountant and he's never stepped foot in an office. All he does is DJ and make music.
But I'm sure it helps with his music and DJing.
How?
To avoid the tax man.
Oh.
To be
Oh.
no. Let's put the record straight. To be honest in terms of bookkeeping, absolutely,
Because that's what accountants do.
absolutely.
Just go around being honest, Deloitte. Sorry.
So when did you realize?
Thanks for letting me use your mug.
You're welcome. I don't have many,
You
but
do
you're
have
welcome.
two.
You're welcome to take.
Can I?
Yeah.
I will take it.
You're welcome to.
I will take it.
No, you are, but we're gonna have to order more. Tyler, please.
So you weren't really giving it to me. You were just doing it for the cameras.
No, I actually was going to, but I actually, funny enough, said to Tyler, please, let's just manage our mugs carefully because budget constraints. So we're still new, and we want to get to a point where our guests leave with
With
Robert
mugs.
Marawa took one. I don't even think did he
You had
ask?
Robert Marawa here.
Yeah, Robert was.
He's
here.
amazing.
No, he's amazing, legend. He took.
Wow.
He just took one. I think. Hey. And
Yeah?
then he gave me a cap in return. So
Ah.
and he's doing great things. So he's a legend.
Yeah. He's at 94.7 now.
That's right. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Great job.
Fantastic.
But yeah, so budget constraints, we'll work on it as we, get more sponsors and word gets out. Do you think I should put something on the bottom?
Kaiser Soze.
Absolutely. Okay, you see, Roger Good said the same thing.
Oh, did he?
Roger Good was here. He's like, Kaiser Soze when he walked in because I build it, the
The
building.
usual
Anyway.
suspects. Yeah.
So,
that got into my head. Okay, that was in my subconscious. Okay, I get it.
But I'm keen to find out, when did you realize that comedy was part of you, part of your DNA? Because you're naturally a hilarious guy. You can also be serious. I'm sure there's a part of you that's serious. But when did you realize that you had that connection?
Bro, I think you'd remember me from school. I was pudgy. I was fat, and I wore very thick framed glasses, thick lenses, and primary school. So before we met, I was in boarding school at the age of 6.
Okay. That's rough, man.
I know,
That's rough.
right? Where was that? In Port Shepstone. What's that?
You're a South Coast boy originally.
Eshowe. Yes.
No, man, that's North Coast.
I was in
Far that side.
primary school, boarding school, Eshowe, run by German nuns, but not hot. And that's where I went
That's
to school.
disappointing.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like the Swedish film industry lied to us. And
Set the precedent so high. He didn't,
I know, right?
Not that I've seen any of those movies.
This is not what the confessional was like in that movie, X videos. And but we grew up in Port Shepstone, on a farm in Port Shepstone. That's where my grandparents were. So going to boarding school, but every time I come back home, I'm in Mlas, which is a poor location. So already that creates division between myself and the rest of the community, and the kids there. You would ridicule me and the way I speak, and that I'm never home, and it's all of that stuff. So I was bullied quite a lot.
Sure.
And I think I just I created a persona or something that helps me deflect, and that was humor.
Okay.
Because I wasn't good at fighting.
I'd still back you in a fight.
Well, now it's all the pent-up rage. And your free tickets to the UFC. So stop. I just go watch those fights and then reenact them alone in the shower. I've got a really nice shower now.
Just to stay away from the water features.
You stupid.
What I want to also find out is comedy, and as someone who's not really that funny or has ever had any intention to go up on a stage, because I think it's a brave thing that you do, because it's the ultimate sort of approval.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it is the ultimate approval, because you say a joke and they don't laugh.
Yeah.
Or there's that woman in the background who's like, like you hear the crickets. Dude, what do you do, man?
That's awful.
Are you? Is it nervous, or do you feel it? Is it reading the room?
Absolutely.
Take us there.
It's nerve-wracking. It's nerve-wracking, and it's happened to me loads of times where I'm just not funny. And
I don't believe that. How? What's
I
wrong with this crowd?
I can blame a number of things, and I've never not had a good reaction from an audience sober. So the times that I've not done well on stage, I was either high or drunk.
Okay.
Now that I don't do drugs and I don't drink anymore.
6 months?
Almost. It's 5 months, and what's the date today? 13. So 13 minus 7 is 8. 5 months and 8 days.
Keep up.
Boom.
Keep up the good work, man.
Yeah. So I've not died. We call it die on stage, sober.
Okay.
I've done it many times, drunk and or high. Awful feeling. Awful feeling. And also, I find going on stage cocky, I don't do well. Let me not put that out there. I don't do well when I don't have that nervous energy about me. So I'm always nervous when I go on stage. And it's an intentional thing, because I want to do well every time, and I want to give people their money's worth.
Yeah.
Because I realized, quite sadly, during the lockdown that stand-up comedians, we're not as important as we make ourselves out to be. Because when the lockdown was going on, people would tweet and Facebook, "Oh, we miss DJ Roger Good. Oh, we miss watching Prime Circle. Oh, we miss Mendoza on stage." Not once, not a single person said I miss any stand-up comedian. And I realized that people come to our shows, they sit there having paid good money, and then we launch an attack on them, either because of how they dressed, what they're drinking, or who they're with. So I personally don't do that brand of comedy any longer. Well, I used to.
You used to. And is it a case of you get on stage and you identify someone, and that's the starting point?
Yeah.
And then you just take it from there.
And it's mob mentality, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because every act that will come on that stage will pick on that guy.
Yeah.
Then it's the running gag. But it's too easy.
So don't sit in the front row.
No.
I'm going to sit
at my shows, sit in the front row, because there's none of that. But it's too easy. It's mob mentality, and it's there's smarter things to pick on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah. That's that on that.
And in terms of your career now, because there's been a lot of acting. I know Tyler says there's been tons of stuff that you've done on Netflix, on SABC.
Right.
Has it been an easy transition to incorporate? Because as someone who does live TV, there is that nervous energy when you see the red light go on, but it's very different when it's a live comedy show and there's takes in filming and that sort of thing. But is that transition something you find comfortable in?
No, it's uncomfortable, but I like being uncomfortable. It gives me a buzz. The stark contrast with stand-up comedy and acting is the lack of instant gratification. Because when you stand on stage and you tell a funny joke, you get hit with a wall of laughter.
Yeah.
But with acting, you have to wait until cut for your director or the crew to give you their approval.
Yeah.
And it's
Or nothing at all.
My favorite director in the whole world, Johnny Barbazona. If you did it perfectly for him, he won't even talk to you. He only talks to you when he wants you to fix something.
Okay.
So I learned after a while that if he's not, he's happy.
So good luck if you want approval.
You know what I mean? We're just little babies that want like approval, like, oh, good boy, good boy, my girl. That's what we like, So what were we talking about? What was the question?
No, transitioning into acting.
Yes.
Because I thoroughly enjoy what you've done, and you seem to be so comfortable in that space. Like, you know what I mean? Like when you just see someone who's just like living their best life, it's just
it's nice.
That's where you are, right?
It's nice, bro.
Yeah,
it's the easiest thing. Well, for me. But okay, no, for everybody, I think it's the easiest thing because it's the most cushiest of jobs. Like I've had jobs, like real jobs, like people work out there,
Yeah.
Like call center agents.
What's your worst job you've ever had?
My worst job? Huh.
Because I would love to see someone like Trevor Gumbi doing dirty jobs. Like Mike Rowe's Dirty Jobs? Have you ever seen Dirty Jobs? Oh my, it's one of my favorite shows.
Jobs.
He goes and finds these guys that do the dirtiest jobs in America.
Yeah.
They write into him or they email him or whatever. It's on Discovery. And they've just rebooted for another season. But there's someone like who recycles soap from hotels. You know what I'm saying? Or they go in. Exactly. But I'm just saying.
For whose use?
I think you would. They recycle it and then you turn it into fuel or whatever it is.
Oh, not for more soap.
Well, I don't know.
Oh.
You never know. Some of the hotel chains, I would think they might. But I'm just saying.
That's what's in the Formula
Trevor
One.
Gumbi would be amazing on Dirty Jobs.
Oh, I'd just
Let's
be
reboot
puking.
that. How do we get that going?
I'd be puking every time.
I think your
don't like
sense of
dirty
humor
stuff.
will be brilliant.
Please comb that cat.
So
I can't do it.
my dirtiest job that I've ever done in the UK, playing cricket just to supplement my income,
Yeah?
was to scrape bubble gum off the state council stairs and clean out the bins. So that was something that, because I wasn't there to play and earn money, I was there on a different visa. But that's where I got my appreciation for people who are out there slogging, doing these jobs. Because you look around, do you think that guy who sits on the back of the garbage truck picking up trash from estates or from wherever really wants to be there?
No.
But you have to appreciate his effort. Or someone fixing potholes, or you know what I mean? So that's why I'm always curious. What was your toughest job or your worst job?
I guess I've been blessed because I've not really had anything that tough.
So not working in a bank?
I've worked in call centers. I worked for Tracker, selling stolen vehicle recovery systems. I worked for Outsurance, selling business insurance.
For real? Okay.
Yeah.
Not endorsements, like an employee.
An employee.
Like
call
swipe
center,
your card and you go.
Yeah.
Is it how? I've got to know. So when I get someone phoning me from a call center, I try not to be rude because I understand they're there doing a job, but some people are like dicks.
True.
Did you get were people dicks to you?
Yeah, I was pretty pushy, but you have to be pushy because you got to understand their mindset. Cold calling is not easy, first of all, right?
Yeah.
But now you're doing it with knowing that you got to earn money. Because what they give you is a basic salary of, I'm not too sure of the real numbers, for example, 3,000 Rand per month. That's what you will earn. And then there's a pool of money that you all fight for with each sale. It's commission, and there and in the excess of 50,000, between 50,000 and 100,000.
Yeah.
So every call is you making bank.
Yeah.
So that's where the pressure comes from. It's not because they wake up, be like, oh, I want to call that freckled CS today 3 times and just like offer him an iPad.
Amazing product.
You know what I mean? It's not that. It's not personal.
Although sometimes I think it is.
Yeah, it gets like that. Yeah. So no, I've not. I've been blessed enough not to have any hard job.
That's good
So
for you, man.
and retail. I worked for Hilton Wayner.
Okay.
Yeah, in
Quite
Hyde
fancy.
Park. In Hyde
You get
Park.
discounts, obviously, too.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. That was in 1999. I just
So when
moved
did you
to
come
Joburg.
up to Joburg? 99.
I came up in 98.
So
The
literally
day-
the year.
The day the matric results came out, I thought I'd failed matric. So I got up like at 3, packed all my stuff, went to Durban Station, got on the bus to
You're
Joburg.
kidding.
Swear to God. And I
What?
called
Because
my-
you wanted to escape
yeah,
the
my mom.
wrath.
The wrath of my mom.
Okay.
And then I called her from Montrose. I was like, yeah, I'm just letting you know I've gone. She's like, oh, I bought the paper. I see you've packed all your stuff. Your name's in the paper, so you passed.
You passed.
Yeah, I was like, I'm halfway there. Let's see what's up.
So like you just one-way tickets sort of vibe, or
Yeah.
the Greyhound there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it the Greyhound?
I don't know. It was Greyhound. I puked on the ground once.
No,
on a
great.
lady's lap. Yeah, it was very embarrassing. But that's a story for another day.
The UK or here?
No, here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you had to leave.
I think I was going to be deported. But so you just packed up?
Yeah.
What was the thinking there? Was it for greener pastures or?
To escape
What
the
just-
wrath of my mom.
So it really
She's little, but tough as fuck.
often the little ones are.
Yeah.
Just
She's
look at Tyler.
blind now, but that has heightened her other senses.
It's a sixth sense that's come up,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you think your life would have been different had you not packed up and gone?
Oh,
to
absolutely. Absolutely. I don't think Durban had anything to offer me, or I didn't have anything to offer them.
Joburg? You'd outgrown
That's the
it.
more PC way of saying
Yeah, yeah,
things.
yeah.
Yeah. I didn't enjoy growing up in Durban, so I think for my own reasons, not because of the city itself, but it just like there's things that had happened that I needed to get away from.
Okay.
A fresh start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, look at you now. You,
Nah.
I mean,
Nah.
seriously.
Yeah.
So when did you know you were home? If you know what I'm trying to say, like you have that feeling as someone also who's grown up in KZN. My folks are still down there, but I don't really. I see it as home, but it's the first home. But I have a new home. If you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
When did you know that? Is it when you start earning some bucks, or when the career's taken off, or what is it? Is it a feeling thing? Is it someone you meet? Because often it is about the people in your inner circle.
Yeah, I would say it's the person I met. I don't think I've ever felt at home anywhere, and I've gotten loads of places, but home is my wife right now. Like I love that woman so much. Like I'm so happy. It's like
Good for you.
when
man.
she's around, I feel at home.
Yeah.
So she is home. It's not like we could live in a
Pala Pala or
we
whatever.
could live in a fucking 3-bedroom flat. Was that? Oh, I sounded so sport there. We couldn't live in a shed.
But she's the one that makes your heart skip a beat. You know,
Yeah,
the cliche is
man.
that like, because what people also don't realize and is that you deal with so many people all the time. And how many people come to you and tell me a joke, Trevor? Tell me a joke. Do you get? Is that something?
Yeah.
They expect you to be hilarious.
Tanya did that when I walked in.
Seriously.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness, I can't
Yeah.
believe. I'm so embarrassed.
Yeah, I
Sorry
know.
about that.
yeah.
I'll
Awful.
Yeah, I don't know. what
Look,
to do.
she's holding up a paper now saying, "Tell me a joke." Awful.
Tyler, can you please put that down?
And
Do us a favor. I mean, this is a professional podcast show. Podcast show. Podcast.
I said Tanya. Sorry, call you Tanya.
Tyler.
Yeah, it's Tanya.
There is a Tanya who lives in.
There's a
who
Tanya?
Works, yeah. So they don't look similar, but anyway, Trevor, what makes you tick at the moment? What fires you up, man? What gets you out of bed in the morning?
Oh, they need to drop my kids off at school. That's all I do now, Sias.
Have you got to that
I
stage?
get up in the morning and I take the kids to school. Then I wait until they're done. Then I bring them back home.
Sounds riveting.
I know.
And homework.
Sometimes I don't want to use the petrol going back home, so I stay outside the school. Hard lesson to learn. Don't eat excessively juicy fruits while waiting for your kids outside netball practice. Cops will come.
Yeah.
Looks very pedophile-y. Juicy nectarine just dribbling down.
Yeah, no, that's probably not the best choice.
You don't want to have this look while watching girls netball.
Yeah, look, I can see how that's
It's
suspicious.
creepy as fuck.
So what are you up to these days, apart from dropping your kids at school and eating
what
nectarines outside netball practice?
What am I up to? A lot of writing, a lot of reading.
Writing as in for television,
Yeah.
books, what's...
Yeah.
Fill me in here, fill me in a little bit. Like.
Okay, so my company, Gumbi Productions, what we do is, amongst other things, is to create TV shows.
Okay.
We had success with a show called Sober Companion, which was commissioned by SABC3.
Okay.
And then it flighted on Netflix for a while. So now things have changed quite a lot, and commissions aren't as easy to come by. So we're working on getting AFPs, which are advertiser-funded projects, but it's hard because the climate right now, financially,
ESCOM,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
So all I do is create TV shows.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, like dramas, like whatever. Like,
So not like just comedy, not
No,
rom-coms or comedies
No.
from Do you like going serious? Do you like going like...
I do like it.
Okay.
I do like it. A lot has happened, and like with my comedy, I've got this equation with my comedy that I'm like, my comedy is pain plus time equals funny. So with the writing as well, things I've experienced, I give them time, let them simmer, and then I can find the funny part of it.
I got you.
You know what I mean?
I got you.
Yeah.
Are you worried about South Africa?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I personally feel we're at the lowest we've been in a very long time.
Yeah, I thought we were the lowest when we met, right? When we met, our country was going through so much uncertainty and so much change at the same time, Some of the white kids' parents were panicking and like, let's get them out of the school. Let's get them out of... Because when I came, I remember... No, that was primary school. But
Those were
people
the German nuns in Shell.
No. Parkview Primary. I think it's called Glenwood Prep now.
Yeah.
So all of that was happening, and there was turmoil, and there was fear, right?
Yeah, it's because
know
the
what I
civil
mean?
war's coming, and I remember.
But we got through that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? But now, I look at my kids and I'm like, oh, what you're up against is possibly insurmountable. How do you get out of this?
Yeah.
Like, it's so bad, it's hard to find the silver lining. You know what I mean? And my eldest kid was telling me he wants to study law. And first thing I thought, which is so wrong, I was like, go study elsewhere because you don't want to practice in this country. Because with law, you can only practice the law of that land.
Yes.
I was like, there's no future in South Africa, so go study. I don't care where you go. Go to Thailand, go to Brazil, go to America. Just don't work elsewhere.
Isn't that's sad? Reality,
You know what I
isn't it?
mean?
Yeah, man.
Or maybe we are so far removed because he turned around and was like, I want to be here. And I was like,
It's interesting because obviously they don't know any different. Where they've been born into this chaos.
Or maybe we sheltered them a bit too
I don't
much?
know. Maybe we have sheltered them.
That they don't know the reality of what we're really in.
I think that's well put. Because I look at load shedding, I look at where the rand's going, I look at all these other things, and it's very hard to be positive about anything at the moment. I have this thing that I follow on Instagram. It's called the Happy Broadcast or something like similar, where it's just about good news that's been happening around the world.
Nice.
Yeah, so I get notifications when they come up, and it's like this animal was saved from extinction, or this company has developed a plastic product that puts water into rivers, or whatever it is. And like, you have to start taking in positive
Yeah.
news, man, because when you start going through
Yeah.
Google News or what's happening, and you're like, oh my God, or I listen to a radio bulletin and I'm like, oh, do I really want to hear that? Like, you know what I'm saying? But what do we do, Trevor? What do we
know.
do? That's my...
It's all around
How
you
do we
as well.
play our role?
You look after your family first.
Absolutely.
You do. You provide, protect.
Yeah.
That's it. It's unfortunate, but we've had to get solar. We've had to buy guns. We've had to put in boreholes. My
Adapt.
neighbor's putting in a borehole. It's 80,000 rand. Ah!
Wow. Is he going to share?
No.
That's mad. But this is the country, the beautiful, broken country that we live in. So what the point I'm trying to make...
Wow, this show's so depressing.
I know, I'm like, let's move on. But I want to know, like, as someone who's regarded as a comedian, as someone who's an actor, an entertainer, is there more pressure now to be entertaining, to sort of distract from the reality of life?
Absolutely.
Because guys like Trevor Noah who come out, they make a joke out of this, and so do a lot of the comedians out of a situation, and it plays to your point from pain, time, you know what I'm saying? Are you under more pressure now to come up with stuff? So like delivering TV shows, you know, there's crime theories for days.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a UK company that reached out to us about, hey, if you have any like crime stories to share, I'm like, just Google South Africa.
Oh, wow.
But anyway, the fact of the matter is, are you under more pressure to be entertaining, to give that escapism to people?
Yeah, I think there is pressure for everybody in the entertainment space. There is. But me personally, I'm not putting any pressure on myself any longer. There's just too much has happened.
Yeah.
Too many people passing away through suicide, through depression and stuff like that. I've done what I've done, and going forward, I'll do my best. But to put myself under unnecessary pressure, no.
Yeah.
I just want to be happy.
Yeah.
And happiness isn't a monetary figure. It's not the house you live in. It's just, did I do right by my neighbor?
Yeah.
Not my neighbor, because
No, the
fuck you,
borehole.
freaky. His name's not freaky. Yeah.
But for me, like, I look at you and once again, congrats on all the success. And I'm sure there's much more to come. As you sort of evolve Trevor Gumbi into a new chapter, which you clearly are in a new chapter in your life. What are some of the things that you want to achieve? And when people approach you in the street and go, Trevor, like, how did you do it? What's your advice? That sort of thing. What do you say to them? Because you're a guy who's got an immense talent. I respect you
Thank you.
enormously.
Thank you.
What do you say to them?
I haven't been asked that. Like, how do I do it?
Yeah. Because you have to. It's funny. I look at it as a camera goes on. There's a red light. You have to switch on.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, all right.
And when you performing, there's a part of you that is a switch that you switch on and you
Oh.
perform. Not like here we're just ourselves. We're
Yeah.
two mates having a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
But I'm saying out in the real world, in the street, when people see you, they expect a certain Trevor Gumbi.
Yeah. I just don't leave my house if I'm not going to be that. If I'm not going to be that, I don't leave my house. Because
Yeah.
what I've learned recently is that, look, I'm in lots of voiceovers, so people hear my voice.
That
I'm in
Super
lots
Sport ad with Kobani Bobo. That's actually your
Brilliant.
claim to fame, right?
It is. So brilliant.
Your
Kobani
eyes.
is so great.
He's a
Yeah.
great guy.
So I'm on TV shows and stuff like that, and I've realized of late how invasive that is, because you're in people's lounges.
Yeah.
And for those who have TVs in their bedrooms, in people's bedrooms. So these people, they consider you a part of their family and stuff.
Yeah.
So they will approach you in the street no matter what you're doing or how you're feeling, you know? Because you invaded their space first, so they're going to invade your space. You don't have that space.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you're going to be rude to somebody and, like, say, I don't want to take pictures, then don't leave your fucking house.
Yeah.
Because you're being a dick to somebody who you've done that to first.
Yeah, who you've given inspiration to, or you've made them smile in the morning after their boss has been an absolute jerk to them and said, no, you will
Is that
go.
what Ryan did to you?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
He looks it as well. Why is he wearing fucking shorts and a Volcom top right now? It's like, Whatever.
That's a good
You
question.
trying to think of that?
Yeah, I'm busy just going through the mental. So who inspires you, Trevor?
Who inspires me?
Yeah, I mean, like everyone has someone that they look up to, or several influences.
Huh.
You've had Kevin Hart in the country.
Right.
You've shared the stage with some
Right.
legends. Speak to me.
Kevin Hart is quite inspirational. Don't know about his latest work. It's kind of getting dumbed down, or just like it doesn't really have his heart in it. He's probably
Like
got his
factory
finger
sort of
in too
thing?
many- he's got
Yeah.
his finger in too many pies now. It's like, do what you love.
He's trying to show up The Rock all the time.
that's the funniest relationship ever. Don't know who does inspire me, dog. My seasons change, and different things inspire me. Like I've been inspired to amass a certain amount of wealth because I look up to Sizwe Dlomo or Patrice Motsepe, you know, and then my focus changes from there. I'm like, oh, that money didn't really make me happy. What else is there? Oh, Sias is in love. Oh, and he's a great father. Ooh, I want to be like that. So I go there.
Got you.
I think when you break it all down, it's to knowledge and knowing and learning new things.
Yeah.
That will keep you inspired, you know. Don't resist change. Just learn new things. Like the sobriety of mine, it's still fresh. It's still under 6 months. But I'm learning new things. I'm discovering
Has it
new
been
things.
tough?
Yeah, bro.
I'm just saying, because
Yeah.
like after a long day, man,
Wow.
I'm like a glass of wine, or
Because
you.
you can,
Yeah.
and there's nothing wrong with
Sure.
that. But I can't because
I got you.
I don't stop at one.
No, I get that.
Yeah.
And I meant no disrespect.
No,
I'm
no.
just saying
No.
the temptation.
I don't
alone.
want people out there to feel like, oh, it's bad to drink. No.
No.
It's the personality you have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I've not had a birthday in it's over 25, probably 30 years. Close to 30 years. I started drinking when I was 15 years old. So I've not been sober for the last 30 years on my birthday. And this past November was my first birthday sober. And I was learning, like, whoa,
Good for you,
this is what it's like. You know what I mean? And I'm experiencing new things. Like, when I go out and I'm like, oh, let me drink. I'm at a shisanyama, so let me drink. I'm like, oh, I've done that so many times. Let me find out what it's like not to drink at a shisanyama.
Yeah.
And then I've learned something new. So that keeps me inspired. So what's inspiring for me? Who is inspiring is not a who, it's a what. And that's knowledge. I'm like such a poet today.
I tell you, man, you're a wealth of knowledge.
Tyler! Do you hear it?
I love how Tyler can you hear in the background?
Tyler!
Tyler's going, every
Yeah.
time he's saying something, like, yeah. It's like she agrees with
Who
what you're
gave
saying.
him Mike?
We're gonna have to wrap pretty soon
What?
because
No. What time is it?
it's almost time for you to go
Oh.
fetch your kids.
Ugh.
But what I want?
Can people stop judging me when I go pick up my kids? If I'm still in pajamas, how's that a bad reflection on my parenting skills?
I don't think you should be judged on that.
Yeah.
Your pink slippers are wonderful.
Thank you.
They suit you. Trevor, what's next for you? And give us a glimpse into what you're striving for at the moment with this new journey. 'Cause
So,
tell me.
I've put out a message out there
Okay.
to
On Twitter. You're the Twitter king, apparently.
dude. What are you reading? That was
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, am
that was 12 years ago.
I know, but I'm like,
Cosmopolitan's king of Twitter
are you still
12 years ago.
Listen,
Stop it.
Tyler, we've got to update our info.
I know,
The
right?
wiki is not updated yet.
You guys. What's next for me? I put out a message to the High Commander, what's his name? Perry XQ-17, just to let him know that for the next part of my sentence, I'm not coming back to this rock. Okay. Basically, he's the lizard overlord who oversees this prison colony.
I see. So you were going to
We
put in a
all-
transfer, basically.
Yeah.
I got you.
Because we are all basically not Earthlings. We are all from different planets, and we are here serving out our sentence.
Okay. How long
Right.
do you have left?
Well, I've got 2 lifetimes left.
Okay.
I don't know about you. You've got to find that out for
I
yourself.
need to find out. My paperwork.
But I'm not
is still-
coming back here.
Okay.
Not in this form.
All right.
Yeah. I want to go back to my original lizard form.
Okay.
Yeah.
Baking in the sun, that sort of vibe.
Yeah.
I got you.
Because I hate chewing my fingernails. And if I was a lizard again, have you ever seen a lizard bite his nails?
Never.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think it will suit
Exactly.
you. So that's the next chapter. What is the immediate future of your prison sentence?
I don't know, and that's why it's so
That's
exciting.
great, man.
Yeah, all I know is that I'm happy. I'm happy, and that's great. You know, I want to be a great father and a great husband.
Just please, the water feature. Just be there next time. Because
gonna
you've
be
got
there
some
'cause I wanna
heavyweights
get
in the
blamed.
family, you know what I'm saying, who are asking questions.
I'm gonna get blamed
Yeah, exactly.
for it.
But I think you're doing a wonderful job. I can't wait to see what the next project is. Trevor Gumbi, it's been an honor and a privilege to have you on the show. Thank you so much.
Can you come help me slaughter a cow?
Maybe. I haven't done it in a long time.
You have done it.
Long time ago. I grew up
Oh.
on a farm, remember? So why? What is it? Why do you need to slaughter a cow now?
It's stuff at the house.
Okay.
Got in your house, so
Oh, you got to
the
bless. I've
ancestors.
got you. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
yeah, it's a cow, so Tyler can't come.
No,
Her people worship cows.
I think so. Something
Yeah.
like that. She hasn't divulged that yet, but I'm sure she'll.
Well, I'm just saying from a racist undertone.
Look, I think Tyler will definitely stay away from.
Sorry,
any slaughter.
Tyler! Hey, Tyler! I'm creating the
She just left the
impression
studio.
that it's a massive studio and we're not just stuck up against this corner. with
Don't tell
this-
anyone, please.
No?
You know, that we want to create the illusion.
Oh, okay.
But I do want to say thank you for coming in. I'll give you a hand with whatever you need. And you're always welcome, Trevor. Keep up the amazing work. And with the sobriety, I think you're setting an example. I'm more and more of my friends are giving up the booze, and they are just sort of keeping it clean,
Yeah.
doing their thing. So hats off to them.
Thank you.
Thanks for your time. And yeah, give us a shout, like, subscribe, YouTube.
I will.
And Trevor's definitely
This is
going to.
amazing. Well done. Congratulations.
so
Sil.
much,
This
man.
is brilliant.
All the best, but your kids are waiting. You kind of have to leave now.
Bye. Hey, Tyler! Bye!